Hey guys, today we're reviewing the Xbox wireless headset, and we're going to get into it right after this. So we have the Xbox wireless headset. We'll just open it up. Packaging's pretty nice.
Yeah, so this is $99.99, so $100.
So you get the headphones sitting in there. It's pretty nice. A little bit of plastic on the microphone. That on. Check that out. And then, let's see. It says you get the headset and a USB charging cable. And probably some printed material there.
Not a whole lot in the box, but
Yeah, not a whole lot.
the essentials.
Put that over there.
So starting off with design, it's pretty sleek and simplistic, which I actually like that. And obviously they're doing what Sony did with the Pulse, where it matches the console. So obviously you have the black plastic with the green accents, which is really nice. It's subtle, but it's a nice pop of color. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's the green around the ear cup dials, kind of matches the green at the exhaust fan on top of the Xbox Series X. I like that they have, on the inside, they have the right and the left, like, really big.
Yeah, because a lot of times you have, and we have a couple of those headsets where, they have the really small, like, R and L indented, and
Yeah, the imprints.
it's hard to see. I'm always struggling to figure out, okay, which side is what. So yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. They don't lay flat, but, $99, you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean, they have a little movement here, so you have
Yeah,
the very little bit.
Yeah.
But so they have these really nice, cushiony ear cups here, and the headband as well, and it has, the faux leatherette, and it feels like it has a lot of cushioning. So that's really nice. I was a little concerned because on the outside here, it's
A little thinner.
the structure in there, like it has the leatherette over it, but it's like really hard, and I thought that might press against my head a little bit. But actually it didn't. I mean, it doesn't even really touch, that part doesn't even touch my head. So that's really nice.
So the ear cups, they can come off and they can be replaced. Now I haven't seen where, like the Apple, where you can get like different colors or replacement ones, but they do come off. So maybe you could, I don't know, maybe you want to take them off to clean them away from the speaker, so you don't get any water.
After a while, you'll probably get some wear and tear out of them, especially if you're using them a lot. If we see that they offer replacements, we'll put it in the as a link in the description below if you're interested in that. But they definitely come off, so it is nice, like you can replace that.
Yeah.
Or just take it off and clean it.
Yeah, and we got 40mm driver, so should produce some good sound for game. I feel like one in the ear is gonna, it's not noise canceling, but a good amount of noise cancellation just having it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the really nice thing about this is I like headphones that don't have a lot of buttons. And a lot of times they're very small buttons, and without looking, you're kind of like fumbling, okay, which button is what. These are really nice, and they have not a unique feature, but it kind of mimics what the Surface headphones have, is these rotating dials. So the right dial is for volume, so you can turn that, up for obviously volume up, or down for volume down. And it has kind of like when you're all the way down, it has a nice little like tactile kind of like feel, which feels actually pretty premium, again for like $99. And then on the other side is your controlling your game and chat.
Yeah, the mix between those two.
Right, and then it has, so it doesn't have any indication, right, of like what level you are. But there is at 50%. There's another like little tactile kind of like
Yeah, it kind of clicks.
stop. Yeah,
clicks
kind of
and so you know you're halfway.
So, yeah, you're
Yeah.
listening. You're halfway.
Yeah.
So that's actually really nice, and they feel really good. And again, it's easy. You know, you have them on. You just turn the dials. You don't have to fumble for any buttons or anything like that. And then you have your power button here. That's also your pairing button as well. And then you have your mic mute button, mic on and off. And then you have your USB Type-C charging port. And that's really it.
Yeah, pretty
So,
simple,
yeah.
but a lot of features packed into that simple design.
Yeah, very nice.
So it has a microphone here, and it has like a noise canceling microphones for the outside noise. It'll cancel that out. And there's an app that goes along with it to let you adjust like how much it cancels. Then you have the microphone for your chat on the inside.
Yeah, now the one thing about that, and I've heard other people kind of complain about it too, is how it's kind of hard to see. Like it would have been nice if maybe they put it on the top, because you know if you have it on your face, you know I can't really see that. I mean, I guess I'm maybe not, because it doesn't come out as far, which is kind of nice though too, because if like you're eating or drinking or whatever, like you don't have to like move it out of the way, and it's very flexible too, which is nice. And then it just easily, if you don't want it, you can just.
Now you were talking
Move it
about
up.
the light indicator
Yeah,
light.
the light.
Yeah, which is right above the microphone that you're talking to. So you can't really see that when you have it on, but it's there. So if you like have it off and you're like, oh, okay, and you put it back on. But yeah, once you have it on, you can't see it. So the ear cups, and you know the headband is it's pretty comfortable. It seems to be a different kind of padding than what's on the ear cups. Feel like more like I guess memory foam, and this is like a different type. It like kind of
which is actually good, because sometimes
kind of
the
rebounds a little bit. Yeah.
Sometimes the memory foam will get like after
Stuck in
wearing
one
it for a
position,
while, it'll keep wearing down, and then
Yeah.
you'll start getting some pain pressure.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, so you felt comfortable. You got limited amount of adjustability there. Once you have it on your head, the way it's designed, it doesn't move up and down. You don't do so. You get it, adjust it, and then once you put it on, it stays in place. And it's pretty light, so I feel like you're probably game for a long time.
Yeah. And then so obviously you can adjust, but you have to adjust, before you put it on your head. And it's got a good it's like the clicking notch mechanism.
Not like you're gonna get stuck in between.
Yeah. The only thing is, I was kind of like, obviously you want both equal size, equal, right? So I kind of had to like catch myself counting.
Yeah.
So that's, but again, $100, it's still pretty nice. And then again, it's like multiple, clicking, so it fits probably
a good amount of heads. Yeah, smaller heads, larger.
I have a pretty small head, so I usually just, I think I only had to go like up a click or two.
Yeah. So features. So for $99, you get a lot of features with this. One is it has the Xbox wireless protocol, so you can connect to your Xbox. With that protocol, you hit the pairing button on the headphones and the pairing button on the Xbox Series X, and it pairs up.
Yeah, and ours paired right away. I did hear like some people kind of had trouble pairing, but we didn't experience that, so it was very easy.
And you can also connect via Bluetooth, so you can have one connected to the console, the Xbox wireless protocol, and then you connect a Bluetooth device, so like a phone, a tablet, or a computer. So you can have two devices connected at the same time.
Yeah, and that's really big for a $100 headphone. I mean, that's generally a feature that you get with like the more expensive, like up to the around the $200 range.
Yeah, I remember even your Sony's, your first generation Sony's MDR 1000X. You can only connect to one. Yeah, you can only connect to one device, and they just with the newer ones.
Yeah, my Siberia 840s do, and I really like that feature. If you want to chat, you can have your chat. Like a lot of people sometimes use Discord for like chatting while they're gaming. You can do that, and then answer a call, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So really nice feature again for $100.
Yeah, and you can listen to music while gaming, which is pretty cool. If you want to listen to your favorite jam while you're playing a game, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now another feature with these, some may say it's convenient, some may say it's inconvenient. When you turn these on, they automatically turn on, once you're already paired and connected to your Xbox, they automatically turn on your Xbox, which again is convenient. But if you're just wanting to use these to play music, connect to your phone, whatever, if you're around your Xbox, it's gonna turn on. So again, if you're just trying to use them for that, then that's kind of a little annoying. But again, if you are, obviously that's a nice feature. You don't have to turn on two things.
If you also have the range of the connectivity, then you don't have to worry about it, but you're close.
Yeah, and another awesome feature about these that the Pulse actually doesn't do is you can get in and change a lot of the settings. So you have the equalizer, your mic options and stuff like that, where you can better fine tune things. It also has auto mute settings and mic monitoring. Now the auto mute is pretty cool. Like it kind of is able to distinguish when you're not talking, and it's supposed to kind of cut the mic off, and it obviously helps to block out background noise and things like that. And then with the equalizer, there's also presets. You have game, movie, stuff like that. There's not a big distinction between the two. So you might want to, if you want to make changes, you might want to just do that yourself manually within the equalizer. But yeah, it's nice that for $100 again, that's another nice feature that you can customize that.
Yeah. So for battery life, you get 15 hours of battery life. Takes 3 hours to charge to a full charge. So but in 30 minutes you can get 4 hours of charge.
Yeah,
so,
not bad.
Depending on how long you're gaming, you're fully charged up, you get 15 hours, and then another 30 minutes to get you another 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean 15 isn't great, especially when you have others out there that can do 20 or more. But I mean 15 isn't bad.
That's I guess maybe if you got like 2 heavy days of gaming, you're gonna be you're gonna be charging more frequently. But $100, a little some sacrifice needs to be made probably. Keeping it light so there's like really heavy batteries in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But another really cool feature, and one that we really like, is the support for virtual surround sound, like 3D audio. So you can get the Windows Sonic, you can get the Dolby Atmos and DTS Headphone X. So all of that spatial audio sound coding that are built into some games where you can hear things overhead and to the right and everything. You get the headphone version of that. Now you get 6 months free of the Dolby Atmos, and I think after that, it's like $15 lifetime.
Yeah, so the unfortunate thing is to get Dolby Atmos with these, yes, you do have to pay, an amount, and that's I think it's like $15, $20, something like that. Now, that's just one time, but still, with other things, you don't have to pay for that.
Yeah.
But the 6 months free is
so
nice.
You can try it out, see if you really like it. Now, some games make use of that, better than others. I think we were playing Ori, and you can hear some of the sound effects going different places in Forza Horizon. So, I really, really like it. And, this is going to be up to the sound engineers to really take advantage of that. But I know, Sony's really pushing it with their Tempest Audio 3D, and, we have the Dolby Atmos on this side. So, hopefully, more games will start integrating. It just really adds another layer of immersion.
Yeah,
so, hopefully, that will be supported. It's coming to headphones on both consoles first, and then it'll come to soundbars and full on, receivers, sound systems. But it's a feature there. When you get the headset, you definitely want to try that out, the Dolby Atmos, for the 6 months free of that.
Now, some things that this does not have is it does not have active noise canceling. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it does block out some sound. And when you have the music on when you're playing a game or whatever, you still really don't hear stuff in the background. Right. So it's not that big of a deal, but just to know, it doesn't have active noise canceling. And another thing that it doesn't have is the ear cups do not swivel, so they don't pop out where you can rest them kind of on your chest or lay them flat or anything like that. So if you're in the habit of taking them off, going up to get food or something like that, that's kind of, that might bother you. You can't really.
Yeah.
So, but again, $100.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? It's not gonna have everything.
Yeah. Some sacrifice needs to be made. So moving on to the sound quality. The isolation of sound in games was pretty good. I could hear some things in Ori, different sound effects distinctly. So that was good. The bass was for me, it was good. For not great, but for $100, you gotta remember it's a $100 headphone. There was a decent amount of bass. These aren't audiophile grade headphones or even prosumer. It's $100, but you get a lot of features and the sound is adequate
Yeah,
for
I thought the bass was the bass was better than what I expected it. Actually.
right. I was probably expecting a little more. I mean, it was
maybe
decent.
for music it would have been nice to have a little more.
Yeah.
But for games, like it sounded really really good. And then yeah, like you said, Ori, that sounded really nice. You know, the distinction of you hear stuff, certain
Rustling
things in your left and in your right ear,
yeah.
and yeah, you know that game also has the Atmos, so you really get like this virtual kind of like where you hear sounds all around you, which is really cool.
So yeah, the Dolby Atmos effect was good. Music for me was just okay. You liked it better.
Yeah, I mean, again, for $100, I thought it was okay. Some songs I listened to, like anything bass heavy, I thought sounded decent. Music that has more like instrumentals and stuff like that, like I think I was listening to Taylor Swift Willow or something.
Yeah,
so it has like instrumental things at the beginning of it, and it wasn't very super crisp and clear, and there wasn't like a lot of distinction between like the instruments.
Right.
So yeah, it's not great for music, but you know, if you're not crazy about sound or whatever, you just want something where you can play games and connect to your phone really quick and listen to some music. It's not bad.
Yeah, and the call quality, made a call. I called you while I was connected to, and you heard it. I mean, it sounded decent, and you sounded okay. So the call quality, was serviceable. I mean, it didn't sound too tinny or like where I couldn't hear you or anything like that. So the mic quality, we're going to add the mic, give you a audio sample of the mic. This is a test of the Xbox wireless headphone audio quality. Click Brown Fox, jump over the log. So our final thoughts on the Xbox wireless headset. I think for $99 you get a lot of features. You get the the mic can mute like outside noise coming in, so if somebody like comes in the room and shouts something that's not going to be heard on your chat. There's mic monitoring, there's the auto mute, you get the Dolby Atmos, the simplicity of the dials as far as turning up the volume and the mix between the game and the chat. They're fairly comfortable for even just for a headset in general, they're fairly comfortable. And you get a lot of features, you can connect two things at one time. So I mean, if you just want a headset to game with, and you don't want us to break the bank for the Xbox, I think these are the headphones to get. Mm-hmm. What did you?
So I think for $100, these are actually pretty good. They're very comfortable. Like we wore them for a good amount of time, and I didn't have any kind of fatigue. I was kind of concerned about the headband here, and then that didn't bother me at all. The ear cups were really comfortable. They fit my ears fine. Some people that might have bigger ears, like this might touch. The ear cup might touch your ear a little bit and might cause a little, but for me they were fine. And for $100 it has some really good features that the Sony didn't have with the Pulse 3D headset. For example, like we said, the fact that you can connect two things at once, with the Xbox wireless protocol and like the Bluetooth. Yeah. That's really big actually for $100. Again, that's something you usually don't get with this price range. So that was really nice. And the equalizer, like you can go in there, you can change your settings. You have the mic monitoring, and you can hear the mic and everything with that in your ear cups, so you know how you sound. You're not screaming at the people or whatever. And then I like the design. I think the design is really nice. It's got like some nice accents. It's not too flashy or anything like that. And the sound actually sounded pretty good. Again, I was impressed actually with the bass. I didn't expect the bass to be as good as it was. Gaming, that sounded really good. Yeah, so again, $100, I think they were really good.
Okay, so now for our score. And I'll go first. I give it an 8. So for $100, it has a good amount of features. The sound was just okay for me. But I do like the fact that you can do two things at one time. So I'll give it an 8.
Okay, I actually gave it a 9.
Oh wow.
Because I think for $100, it has some features that you generally do not get with this kind of price range. I thought game audio sounded really good. Again, it has the Dolby Atmos, so that's really nice. And music, to me, it wasn't bad. I mean, it had more bass, like I said earlier, that I expected. And it's super comfortable. Battery is okay. 15 hours, you know, not great, but not bad either. And the fact that you can, I think it's like 30 minutes,
30
you
minutes,
get 4 hours, so
yeah.
that's not too bad. So yeah, I give it a 9. I think it's a good headphone for $100.
Yeah, good price to get in for headphones for the Xbox Series X. So that's our thoughts on the Xbox wireless headset. Remember to subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.